that's it for Loose Cannon Reconstructions. From here on out, it's all actual episodes. Welcome to the Time Treadmill. I'm Ron, and these are my sweaty thoughts about Doctor Who. The Space Pirates comes to a climax with potentially the most boring ticking time bomb sequence in the history of film. Literally 4 minutes out of the last 5 minutes of the final episode has the Doctor slowly and laboriously defusing a bomb that's going to destroy the planet upon which they are stranded. You would think, since this is supposed to be a highly dramatic sequence, that at a minimum the background music would be tense and driving and really ratcheting up the tension. You would be wrong. It is this dull, monotonous, droning background music as the Doctor very slowly fiddles with wires and moves things around and finally defuses the bomb. Ugh. Look, I get what Robert Holmes was going for with this story. He wanted to do a Western in space. He wanted to do a Western in space so bad that one of the main guest characters on the story is a literal Western prospector. Milo wears cowboy gear, speaks with an American yokel accent, and is only very slightly less annoying than Peter Purves' first appearance on the show in The Chase when he played the hick Tennessee guy on the Empire State Building observation deck. Ugh. How many times am I going to roll my eyes this morning? So I mentioned a couple of days ago that The Space Pirates was notable as having the first episode shot on 35mm film and to be filmed at their new home at Television Center. There are actually two more noteworthy things about this story. The first is that this is the first story to be shot double banked. By which I mean, the entire reason that the Doctor and companions appeared so little in the first couple episodes of this story was because the actors were actually busy off filming scenes for the next story, The War Games, which is an epic film shoot. And so the Space Pirates was specifically constructed so that the first couple of weeks of filming could be done with a different crew without the regular series leads on set, and their appearances could be shot in filmed inserts later to be put in. That's actually a pretty clever and rarely used filming technique for this era, and it will get used more and more in the future. But this is the first time that logistics like that are used to the show's advantage. Now, the other noteworthy thing about this story is that a very young John Nathan Turner worked as an assistant floor manager on this story. And in fact, he's not even given credit in the closing titles. But from a historical standpoint, this was the first Doctor Who story he worked on. John Nathan Turner, of course, would go on to be the final producer of the classic era of Doctor Who, and for many, many years was the voice of Doctor Who through the wilderness years. He is a towering figure in Doctor Who history, for better or for worse. And here is his first taste of the show. So for me, that wraps it up for the day. Tomorrow I dig into the final second Doctor story, The War Games, and it's a doozy. So until then, stay home, stay safe, be kind, be patient, and I will see you tomorrow.